Yeah! What's up, everybody?
Oh.
And welcome back to another episode of the Banter Podcast, baby. Episode number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Haven't missed a week. Haven't missed a week of content. You bums. Just kidding. I love you. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your grandmas. Guys, it's been a beautiful week. We're back again. We got some news. We got some games. We got some topics, maybe some wonderful topics. Wonderful. Matthew, give me a high-low Buffalo to start us off. Hi. It's been a good week. Me and my wife are doing really well. It's been good. I have a date night tonight, which is going to be fun.
What are you doing? Can you tell me? You can't tell me, can you?
I'm going to make an Alfredo sauce. It's really delicious. Going to have some pasta.
Ooh. Going
to have some Italian sausage.
Ooh.
It's going to be a really good time. Going to be quite delicious.
Hey.
Low. Nothing major. Hitting some snags just on and how I feel physically a little bit, just a couple things, but nothing too crazy. And then that's pretty much it. What about you, Jeremy?
Oh man, what's your Buffalo?
I created 5 players on NBA 2K5, and I'm going through a franchise with them right now, and I'm watching them play, and I have to keep tweaking them to be. There's a 3-point specialist. Anyway, Jeremy?
My high is, honestly, my high is I turn 25 next Sunday.
Next Sunday? I gotta write your birthday down.
Oh, no, 2 Sundays from now. Wait, what day is it?
It's the 5th of Feb.
10 days. Yes, so next Sunday, I'll be the big 2-5.
So your birthday's the 15th?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
God. And that's also my low. I'm old.
Yeah, 5 years younger than me, though.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, but I don't think I really have a low. I think my low is that I couldn't find a hat before we started recording, so now I'm rocking Justin Bieber hat. But,
Nobody can see it.
But no, it's been a good week. Honestly, no lows for me. I'm very thankful to, have a job that I love, have a girlfriend that I love, friends and family that I love, and this podcast that I also love very, very much.
Sweet Prince.
I'm we be sweet princess today. Today.
Yeah.
And then my Buffalo is I love the X-Men. That's it.
That's good. That's good. That's really good.
That's really good.
It touches my heart. Let's dive into the news.
Okay.
Big hot button topic issue. Big deal. A lot of people care about this. A lot of people are hyped about this. This proves you wrong from what you were expressing a couple weeks ago.
So far.
GTA apparently is not going to be delayed. They are ramping up.
Allegedly.
Okay, well, I'll say this. The CEO came out and basically said that it's not going to be delayed.
Yeah.
I think that they announced that they're ramping up media coverage. Basically, they're going to have some preview events kind of situations.
Nice.
I don't know to what extent. My assumption will be there's a trailer 3, maybe a little bit of gameplay being shown during the summer. But the summer in the coming months is going to ramp up, like basically the media coverage and building up hype for it. The chances of them doing that and then delaying it are pretty slim, as well as there's been enough announcements where people have said that the game is content ready. Yeah. Things are being refined and tweaked to maximize. So that's really exciting because that game is the most hyped game of all time. And it's going to be one of the best-selling games of all time. And it's a big deal that, like, even this small bit of news of, like, we're going to be doing media coverage, everybody's like, like freaking out, like, so hyped, so pumped. So that was really good news for me, especially because I'm like, that's my most hyped game I probably have ever felt. Red Dead 2 is up there, but it's pretty high for me.
I'm excited. Actually, see, and now that it becomes more and more real, I think I just let myself not get disappointed. But now that I'm hearing these good things happening and this train is chugging, then I'm gonna be ready for it. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, did we talk a brief pit stop on this because I like it so much? Have we talked about I told you about how it's gonna be Robloxy? or Fortnite. But dude, think about this, because if you give us enough creation tools within creating like things within that, imagine like an open world zombie game set in GTA. Yeah. Like that will be made. And imagine if it's like you have to find like your supplies. That's like cool. with all these interior designs. So like a group of me and you and a group of friends hopping into that world, and then it's like zombies, and we find a car that works, and we're driving around the city. Dude, like that kind of stuff is going to be made because that stuff is done in Roblox and Fortnite. Yeah. And whoever makes that is going to be like rich too, or make at least a good amount of money, which is amazing. It will incentivize creatives to make stuff. So I think the system's going to be awesome. I'm really pumped for it because it's not just going to be a hype game. It's going to be a prolonged online experience. It's going to be great for us. So yeah, love it.
I love it.
You want to hop on the next one?
Oh, Resident Evil Requiem. February 27th. I am
22 days. 22 days.
So excited. It's almost time. I am going to play the absolute hell out of this game. I'm probably going to finish it quick. But I also don't know.
That's not long.
I'm at like a part of like, do I want to finish it quick or do I want to like savor it and enjoy it? But I just know I have the...
That's what she said.
Date night Alfredo sauce. I'm like at the point where it's like, do I just want to go dedicate like any time I'm playing games to just go for that and like finish it? Like, oh yes. But I'm excited, man. It's coming up soon, and it's one of my most, if not my, like I said, when we were doing
it's your number one
games. It's my most anticipated game for the year. So I'm stoked. GTA is now on my top 5 list though, because it's like actually happening.
Better be. Take Hydra off because that game might not come out.
Yeah, I'll take Hydra off. But Requiem is going to absolutely like. I think it's just gonna get 10s all around if it's that good. Like I think,
dude. I hope.
I hope so too. I'm really, really excited.
That is so I was texting my brother yesterday because Resident Evil 4 Remastered is like his favorite game ever. Like it's all he plays. Like literally, like I joke with him because like he'll buy new games, but then he just keeps going back to Resident Evil 4. Mm-hmm. He's beaten it like on the hardest difficult. Like he just keeps going back and replaying it. Yeah. And I respect it because I love that game too. I've replayed it twice. Oh yeah. But. Dude, I told him, I texted him because me and him we share PlayStation, so we'll go halvesies. I said if it's a 9 or better, I'm all in. I really want that game to be a masterpiece though. Yeah. I want it to be like one of those pillar experiences because like even 7 and 8, like 7, I think when it came out, IGN gave it a 7, which kind of surprised me because you talk about how much you like it, and it kind of did revitalize the company itself. But I'm curious what this product will be because it's mixing these two things and it's giving you the option of third person and first person, but I really want a flagship pillar kind of game the same way that Resident Evil 4 was. I really want that. Dude, it's in like, because they're such replayable fun games, if they nail down the system of like looting, getting stuff, the resource management, gameplay, action, all those things, and the story. Like Resident Evil 4 story is really good. The setup is brilliant, but then it's like funny and like Mr. Kennedy, like the Napoleon character, like all of those things are like fun. Like Wesker, like or not Wesker, what's his name? The general guy. Like there's just really fun aspects of that game that are really fun to replay. Like the whole what's it called? Train cart sequence. There is this strong sense of like going from one place to another, and it's a long game too. It's like a good 20 to 30 hour experience. Yeah. So I'm really, really hoping this game hits. I hope it's another like this is the classic. Like this is a groundbreaking.
I'm at a point where I'm just trying to stay away from like any stuff. I kind of want to go in as blind as possible. So like trying to stay away from everything as much as I can. Like little snippets of news I'll take a look at, but I don't want to dive too deep in case it's going to be like something crazy. But I just want to like. I want to go into this the same way I experienced 7. 7, I experienced it blind.
Yeah.
I went to it, and I was like, I saw a couple trailers, and I watched some people play like a couple first minutes of it, and I was like, oh, this is going to be badass. So I'm very, very excited, and this could potentially just 100% be my game of the year right off the bat, unless anything pops off. Yeah. So I'm stoked.
And the way that they've operated has been kind of this way. Yeah. Where they, like, even in terms of, like, quality, like, I feel like, so they remade Resident Evil 2, and that game's awesome. like the third person option playing as Leon. Like people love that game. Yeah. And then they remade Resident Evil 3, and that wasn't as good. And then they remade Resident Evil 4, really really good. Really? Same thing with Resident Evil 5, good. Resident Evil 6, not as good. Resident Evil 7, good. Resident Evil 8, not as good. Yeah. I'm not saying 8 was bad, but like it just wasn't as hyped as 7 was or that 4 was. So my hope is that this return to Raccoon City, Leon being a playable character, it has all of the ingredients to be that game, the next big one. Every mainline Leon Kennedy game has been freaking awesome, has been really good. 2 has been awesome, 4 has been awesome, 6 is he's not the mainline character, and now 9 has the option for it to be incredible. So I'm really hoping it's a 9 or better. But dude, like you said, dude, if it's a 10, I'm like, yes, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be beautiful.
It sets up this year for a good old spanking.
Dude, and that's just like what an absolute like banger start to the year too. If it just hits out of the park.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited. So
big
excited.
Time Papa Boys.
Yes.
All right. Exciting stuff. Okay. Neo 3. I played Neo 1 a little bit. I didn't invest a ton of time. It kind of is it's a Souls-like. So it's not Capcom, but I think it's Team Ninja. Anyway, it's their version of those games, and they're really critically acclaimed. The first one got really good reviews. The second one got really great reviews. The third one so far is getting really great reviews. IGN gave it a 9. Yeah, they're moving to an open world kind of vibe too. I played the demo. I played like 2 hours of the demo. Ton of fun. Really interesting game mechanics. It's going to be critically acclaimed. Nobody's really talking about it, but people, I think, should be if they like... The gameplay is really, really tight. So if you really like good gameplay, like it's really, really good stuff. You just have to get kind of past the Dark Souls-y kind of stuff if you don't like challenge. But yeah, IGN gave it a 9, and I think Metacritic is sitting at like a 90+. So that game, I think people are going to be pumped for, and that comes out tomorrow. Soulsborne
games are just like they're like I love them, but I also hate them so much. It's so frustrating. Like Elden Ring, I love Elden Ring. Yeah, and I love like playing it, but dude, I'm just too much of a like. I get too ragey at those types of things where it's like if the same thing just keeps happening over and over, no matter how hard I try, like. Oh, you're literally going on the best run of your life, and then it's just like a sliver of health, and then it's just like it pisses me off.
See, that's part of the appeal. I understand. So Metacritic is sitting at an 86 overall, which is pretty good. Yeah. But no, what's funny to me is that I felt that way. Like I get what you're saying, but when you commit, and like you commit to a build, you commit to like looking up some of that stuff, you commit to it. There is a supreme satisfaction that comes. Yeah. Like I was playing Elden Ring and I've had to fight against this gigantic boss. Like I'm pretty far into it. I'm probably like 75% into it. Yeah. And there's this like fire giant boss, and he's like big and he's hard to fight. You have to like keep dodging his like gigantic AoE attacks. Dude, I had this much health. Jeremy, look at my fingers. I had this much health. And I had to hit him like 3 or 4 more times. And I like survived. Like I got there. I got him and I beat him. And
that's this was the best feeling in the world. Though.
Exactly. And that's the point. Like that's what those games do. Is you're overcoming this something that you started at the beginning. You would die instantaneously, and then you get a little bit further. It took me like 2.5 hours, but when I finally did, it's like yes.
Dude, see, and I just don't have the mental fortitude for that sometimes.
Also, see, it's good.
Yeah, and I was sorry, I was responding to a work text.
No, you're good. You're good.
Fingers. But no, I have the mental fortitude. Like, okay, yeah, for an hour, bet. But once it starts hitting like the 2-hour mark, I'm not making any progression. Okay, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then it's like I'm watching the sunset as I'm doing the same boss fight because I just can't get the hang of it. Oh man! But again, I understand what you're saying. How it's like on the other end of that, yeah, dude, that success once you actually do it is like just it's like it feels so good. But then it's like to get there sometimes just pisses me off.
Yeah,
high heaven.
100%. No, I very much so feel the same way. I for me, it's evident and obvious that like that you have to. You really have, like, that's why I'm, like, committing to Elden Ring. That's why I'm, like, I'm going to just play this game. Like, I'm going to keep playing it. And, like, it's been fun. Like, and I've had to look up some guides of, like, okay, I need to get this mask. I need to get these, like, I'm dual-wielding swords. Like those types of things. but that's also satisfying. When I'm like, oh, okay, so I went and got this thing, and I come back, and it's like, it helps you understand how the game systems work, and it helps you like appreciate the world more, I would say. So they're a mixed bag for me, but I think that the more you fully commit, the more you're able to like be like, man, this is like really freaking good. So, all that to say, that game's coming out tomorrow. I think people are gonna like it. I'm curious to see over the overall response, but I mean, from previous Neos, so Neo 1, the critic review was 88, or like the overall Metacritic was 88, Neo 2 was 85, and this new one is about the same, about 85. So I assume it's going to be another mainline series that people really like. Diving into next bit, you want to dive into that?
Oh, I need someone hold my earrings. All right. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, but Blizzard posted a video showing their new soft relaunch for Overwatch. Changing Overwatch 2 back to Overwatch. What was the point? What was the point? Like, this isn't even for like clip farming or rage bait or anything like that. Like, Blizzard, what the hell are you doing? You could have just changed Overwatch to be free to play like you want to for the free to play engine. You didn't have to make a second game. You didn't have to do anything crazy. Because guess what? Now you know, it's like what Thanos said, right where you started. Right back where you started. And now it looks like you're fighting for your life. So basically what they have coming out at launch is they have 5 new heroes coming out at launch. No, put the hands down. It is ridiculous. Like, it seems like they're just trying to save face, because when it comes down to it, I think a lot of people weren't happy with the Overwatch 2 switch. They could have just kept it as Overwatch and made it free to play and done all the changes and stuff they wanted to change it from 6 to 5, the 5-on-5, how they did with 1 tank, you know, even though a lot of people prefer the 2 tank. But it's ridiculous, and I'm looking at all these heroes, and I'm like, yeah, this would be great, but do you know what one of the heroes is, Matthew Sevick?
Wolverine.
Nope. There's a cat on a jetpack. And do you know what its name is? Jetpack Cat!
Nice.
Get creative, Blizzard! You have so much money! And now I'm literally looking on my left monitor right now, and I just see a cat sitting on 2 turrets in a jetpack. And yeah, is there a really cute cat? Absolutely. Am I gonna play the hell out of this game? Absolutely. But Blizzard, what was the point, man? What was the point? Like, you did so good when you introduced the sub roles and like all the stuff that you could have just added into your first game. So this new season drops on the 10th with the full rework, so now it is no longer Overwatch 2. It is still free to play. And there was one more thing I found. It was, boom. Where is the news on my thing? Because I had it pulled up. Oh, and I'm not going to lie to you. Like, one of the reasons I feel like they're doing such like a really good soft reboot for it is these heroes look really powerful. Like, they look really good. Like, there's a support guy, his name's, I believe it's Mizuki. And his hat can heal AoE. Like, he can just heal people around you. And were you big on Overwatch at all? Did you play Overwatch?
Yeah, but I was into it back in the day when it first came out. Like, I was into it up until probably 2018, 2019.
That's right around, I feel like, when they did the split to Overwatch 2. I can't remember.
No, I mean, they started announcing stuff. It was losing. Yeah. It was losing. I mean, like, I would go back to it and play it probably in like the early 2020s, but like it was not, you know. But I think it's great. I got more to rival, so. I think you're 100% valid. I think that I think that Blizzard has butchered one of their like the best things, and also they haven't created anything new in forever. Like Blizzard being owned by Microsoft is one thing that sucks, but it's evident that they became incredibly they went after money. That was their goal, and it became less about creative, fun, incredible games like it was 15 years ago. Yeah. And even 10 years ago, because Overwatch literally came out 10 years ago. I mean, that game changed the game. Like, that game was so fun. Like, dude, when that game first came out, it was like one of the most fun multiplayer experiences.
Literally, yes.
It was like, oh, this is great. But since then, they've only gone down the money grubbing path, and the entire Overwatch 2 thing was a complete botch, and it was just horrible. They should have just kept it Overwatch and just kept adding onto it and kept building hype.
Yes,
I will say this, that I do think that last year, whenever it was, when they were like, hey, we're adding a third person mode, and hey, we're adding these things. I get some of it being like an answer to Rivals giving you the option to be like third or first person. Yeah. Rivals isn't first person. But all that to say, I think that they should have already done those types of things. Like they should have given, like they shouldn't need competition in order for them to be game changers. But I mean, I've lost complete hope for Blizzard to do anything truly, fully competently, especially now that they're owned by Microsoft, who it seems like they haven't led a company to be very competent, like, at all.
And it's like, it's just so frustrating because it's another one of those situations where it's like, I don't like complaining about things. As you guys know, I just bambled and brambled through that whole thing because I don't like getting mad at things. But it's also like, if you're just doing stupid stuff to do stupid stuff, like, what was the point? Like, legit, what was the point? You didn't even have to change it back to Overwatch 1. You could have just kept building Overwatch 2. Like, like, I get it. You want it to be its own solo IP that's ever growing and everything. Like Valorant. Yeah. You're not going to see Valorant 2. You know, you're not going to see anything. Well, God, you never know.
Yeah. You won't see Rivals 2.
Yeah,
you won't
exactly.
see, you know.
It's an ever-growing multiplayer IP that is just going to continue to flow, and I think they realize their mistake in that. But it's like, it just pisses me off. It pisses me off a lot. Yeah. Yeah,
no doubt. They really fudged it up. I mean, I think we both would agree. We both want good games. We both want hope for good products.
Yeah.
But no, things deserve criticism. Things deserve to be called out. Like, EA deserves to be called out for making Madden so garbage. Yeah. Like they do. Like, 2K deserves to be called out for making an NBA product that it's anything that has a monopoly. This is what happens. Yeah. There's only one NBA game. And therefore, the quality isn't that great because there's no competition. There's only one NFL football game. Yeah. So therefore, there's no competition. So it doesn't make it better. This is the importance of monopolies not being in charge. Like, this is why Netflix owning Paramount is a bad thing. Yeah, because owning and having this much IP and product, Netflix can keep raising their prices. You want to know why? Because nobody's competing against them. It's worse for the consumer, and it's better for the company that's going to keep getting richer and not like. So you need competition and you need things to be competent. And if there was a competent football game in competition of Madden, people would buy that over Madden. But because EA knows they're the only one who has it. And this is what pisses me off about, like, the NFL, like, being like, here's the exclusive rights. Here's what pisses me off. I mean, NBA actually doesn't have the exclusive rights, but because there's no competition rising up to the plate, 2K just keeps reigning. Yeah. This is the frustration. And this is why I respect the crap out of Rockstar. Because they don't have competition, necessarily. In, like, GTA 5 is one of the best-selling games of all time. It's right behind Minecraft, which is nuts. That's insane. GTA 5 is one of the best-selling games of all time. Online has been popular for a really long time. But all this to say, they're making the most innovative, like, going to be one of the best games ever created. Because of just the love of the game. Now, obviously, they're going to make billions of dollars, but the ambition to push it forward to the maximum extent is there. The only way, from my eyes, that Rockstar's really fudged things up is when they made Red Dead Redemption 2 online, and it wasn't good, and it sucked, and it wasn't fully utilized. That's the only time where I've seen them be, like, abandoned a project because of the lack of the love of the game. But all that to say, like, this is the importance of monopolies and them not having full control. This is like the reason why Microsoft and PlayStation has been a good competition is because, at least not anymore, but it was because they were competing. So the price of their consoles mattered. And if PlayStation comes out with, like, hey, we're coming out with the PlayStation 6 and it's $1,000 or whatever, Microsoft can fight back and be like, we're selling ours for $500. You know what I mean? Like, that's, like, people would switch. Like, I would be like, I'm not buying a PlayStation. I'm buying an Xbox first. Especially if a next-gen game comes out with it. So, like, anyway, all this to say, like, you're right. You're correct. Overwatch, they haven't been good for years. They've made some good tweaks, though. Like, I appreciate, like, I follow a couple of people on TikTok who they play Overwatch, and I watch the gameplay, and I'm like, this looks great. Like I think that the gameplay was probably still pretty good, but
Yeah, and like,
but
I
in
enjoy
terms
the
of
core game, like it's a good game.
Totally.
It's fun, and it's like I literally bought 5 copies of Overwatch 1 across different consoles.
Yeah.
Because I was playing on different consoles.
Yeah,
and it's like I love this game, but it's
them
also
bones
like,
are strong.
Just want to see people care about it, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Well, great take. I agree 100%. And we'll see if Overwatch, like, I would be curious with those 5 characters. I wonder if it will bring about kind of a renaissance. Because Fortnite, people hate on Fortnite for a bit, and then it's just kind of kept going. And then there was a renaissance where they're like, I'm not playing the game. 10-year-old me is playing the game. You know, that whole thing that went about 10 years ago. Anyway, and then I kind of respected it. It worked. It built up hype. Everybody went back and played it.
Me at 11 years old's playing. I'm 11 years old.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, next bit of news, movie, TV, media news specifically. Nothing major here. We're going to talk about Disney appoints Josh D'Armo as new CEO effective March 18th.
I think you might have botched that. D'Armo?
D'Amaro. Anyway, he's succeeding Bob Iger. Iger was retired in like 2021.
And then he came back from the dead.
And then he came back because the guy was a money-grubbing, like the guy who took over was an idiot.
Yeah, so.
And things got weird and political, and the IP started to go downhill and all these things. Anyway, Iger came back. And kind of, it seems like he's steadied the ship a little bit back. MCU is on the up and up.
Yeah.
I would say Star Wars has some exciting projects like the Ryan Gosling movie, and hopefully,
and Grogu.
Yeah, that's fun. And as long as they cancel that they cancel the that what's her name?
Oh, the Rey trilogy.
Yeah, as long as they cancel that, I think they're in good. They're going to be in good position.
But what about the hunt for Ben Solo?
No, I'm out too. I'm out on all that.
Oh my god.
What about the hunt for Smeagol? Anyway, but here's the thing. Dana Walden named president/chief creative officer. Don't love that. I don't know who that is, but from my understanding, from what I've seen from her, she's done nothing. She's done nothing like genuinely like significant. And so it's just like that kind of, I feel like I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to be straight up. Like, I feel like they're just putting people in charge, or they want like a female to be one of the faces, like Kathleen Kennedy was. And I don't know if there's a reason behind that in terms of like full thought process, or if she's fully competent in what she's doing. So she was like during the Fox era, 1994 to 2019, she served as chairman CEO of Fox Television Group. So she oversaw 20th Century Fox. So I mean, maybe there's a full level. Yeah, but it depends on what the full extent of what this actually will be. But she has a three decade track record. Yeah. So that's a good sign. I just want Disney to be good, and I want Disney to produce good quality TV shows, movies, animated movies, Pixar movies, Star Wars things, just MCU. I just want it to be good. So this person better come in and do a good job.
Yeah.
Because like her push forward for a lot of the shows that she's been over, like I don't know. I just need it to be good. I just need it to be good. Because she's been the co-chairman of Disney Entertainment for the last 3 years. And I wouldn't say that Disney's track record the last 3 years is incredible. But it's better than it was, I would say, from 20.
It's better than what
it's better than what it was 20 to 2023. So
yeah, so
we'll see what that ends up looking like. But that's big creative changes for Disney, and I would say the last 10 years they've just pretty much failed. Like Moana was a success, but Pixar to me hasn't made a good movie in a while. Coco was the last like great original movie I've seen from Pixar. Coco's awesome. But like everything else, like I don't like the fact that like here's another sequel to Toy Story. Here's another sequel to Incredibles. I don't want it. I don't need it. Give me an original movie.
I ain't gonna lie. Wait.
I'll fight you.
This Toy Story plot though We've talked about this.
What? It's fine. It's fine.
It's sick. It's cool.
It's not that
sick. Think about it. Well, when you think about it, yeah, all this, dude. There's no physical toys anymore.
I get it.
Even with the stupid Lego smart bricks.
Yes, I understand. There's fun to be had within that world.
Yes.
You could keep going. You could do so many different concepts. Like, there's a lot of fun things you can do. That's not my issue. My issue is that from 2000 to 2008, we got Monsters, Inc., we got Finding Nemo, we got WALL-E, we got Up, we got Cars, which I hate, but we got Cars still.
Whoa,
we got no sequels. We got original IP after original IP that all were bangers except Cars.
Whoa, Cars is not bad.
Cars sucks, dude.
Cars does not suck.
What if vehicles talked? So all this to say, how do they poop? By the way, the
oil leak.
The reality that's a wet dream. I'm sorry. All right, so the reality that Disney used to create such incredible IP, Pixar used to create such Incredibles came out in that 10-year or that 8-year stretch. Dude, so many incredible products and original IPs came out.
I get what you said there. Incredible.
Yeah, and since then, there has not been a consistent level of quality that has come out. And it's frustrating, and it's like, I get it. You know, you have the creative heads, like guys like Pete Docter and whatever. Like, they run out of ideas. You only have so much creative space in terms of like all your original ideas have been used. But Disney needs a breath of fresh air, dude. Like, you need, like, they had kind of a renaissance with Frozen. They had kind of a renaissance with Moana and like some of these animated movies. But then they go into sequels. Moana 2, so unnecessary. Frozen 2, somewhat unnecessary.
Frozen 2's lit, though.
Frozen 2's fine. It's not as good as the
original.
songs
in Frozen 2, bro. I'm lost in the woods.
Yeah, there's some bangers. But my point is that, like, you had Sleeping Beauty, you had Beauty and the Beast, you had Lion King. You had this renaissance of really creative original movies. And they didn't make sequels to them. And if they did, it was direct to release at home. They did Aladdin. We need another renaissance. And they need to have movies that aren't weird, that aren't political, that are pure entertainment, and that are good good, wholesome value movies. Coco is incredibly wholesome. Like, give us the wholesome values of the original Disney movies that compared to what we have now. And
what if they make Coco 2?
I don't want any sequels.
But that's the thing. Okay, but this is where I'm thinking about.
That's good. Not like a movie like Echo, whatever the crap that movie was that came out last year. Elio. Nobody gives a crap about that because it wasn't that interesting or innovative.
No, it wasn't very.
We've had so many, it's like Lilo. We've had so many Alien movies and crap, and now they're doing live action. It pisses me off, Disney.
But hear me out.
Do it, Dana Walden.
Dana Walden's gonna cook. I love you, Dana Walden. Get on the podcast.
Hope so.
But okay. No sequels. You don't want to build off the worlds you have? What if Lord of the Rings was just one movie?
That would suck. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
But I get it. But like, think about it. I get it. In the sense of Incredibles, where it ended, where they're about to fight the Underminer. You don't want to see more of that?
No, I wanted to see more of that, and then I got it, and I was like, I don't want more of this.
Yes, but like that's the thing. It's like it's inevitably going to happen with sequels. Like,
it should. It doesn't. It doesn't need to. It's only money, and it's only lack of creative thought. Like, Lord of the Rings trilogy makes sense because there's 3 books. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like that. The only reason they're doing Incredibles 3 is because they know it's a beloved IP. The only reason they're doing a Toy Story movie is because they know the previous one made a ton of money and it's a beloved IP. The reality of making things based off it being a beloved IP is stupid. It's stupid. You shouldn't do that. You should come up with original ideas. And, excuse me. We're losing more and more creative people who are willing to do that. The reason I'm not as hyped about Mandalorian and Grogu is because Jon Favreau directed Lion King and live-action Lion King, and then the live-action Lion King 2. Actually, he didn't direct that one. I think he just directed the first one. But he's directed live-action. Like, Jungle Book was good. That one makes sense, right? Yeah. Like, if you want to do a live-action of, like, an original low-key movie that wasn't as popular, I'm okay with that. But give us, if you gave us another animated, if you gave us an animated, really well done Wizard of Oz, I maybe would be okay with that. Because I'm like, I mean, we haven't had an original one since the 40s, and you could do something more unique, and you could do something more musical with that. Like, that kind of stuff makes sense to me. But when you're just doing a direct sequel to movies that are completely unnecessary, like every Toy Story movie ends right since Toy Story 3 and 4 ends with like this is the end. And then it's not
the end. Yeah.
Toy Story 3 should have been the end, and that's the point. Like I'm okay with that sequel. I'm okay with those sequels. Like I'm okay with trilogies. And I'm okay with sequels like the MCU. Like it makes sense to have like Captain America or whatever, you know. Anyway, all this to say, enough with my rant, but Disney, get it back on board. Andor is incredible. Like, well done on that. Good job investing in that. The Rey trilogy, no. This Ryan Gosling Starfighter movie, okay. This is what you need to do, Disney. Please, if anybody's listening, do a Knights of the Old Republic. I'm gonna bring it up again. You could do a Knights of the Old Republic. Literally, you could do a 6-episode trilogy. Yeah. You could do a 3-episode trilogy. You could do a TV show. You could do a trilogy and a TV show.
Yeah.
You could do a trilogy and then with the main Jedi characters, but then you have a TV show dealing with all the politics of all the other characters with really good quality and really good set design. If you want to revive Star Wars, you need to go backwards before you go forwards.
Yeah.
100%. If they do that, then we're going to have success. If they do that, then Star Wars will... we would all be pumped. We would all be pumped if it's like everybody's... like there's a ton of Jedi and there's a ton of Sith, and you build up to a war taking place with the main key characters being interesting and good, and there being betrayals, and there being switching sides, and there being all these things. You could do that, and you just get the right people involved. Yeah. So, anyway, all that to say, enough with my rant on this, but any rebuttal?
Man, I mean, I agree, but I also am, my ass is going to be in that theater for Incredibles 3, bro. Because I'm also in that key factor of, like, I think that, yes, is there a chance that it could be horrible dog slop?
Well, it being a trilogy is fine.
Yeah.
Like, that is more acceptable to me than Toy Story 6.
Yeah. The fact that Toy Story's even, well, they're on their 5th movie, but it feels like it's their 6th movie.
You're right,
it's like, yeah. It's like, how long are they going to keep this going? Like, how are they going to keep being a dead horse for the IP? But, because I can see where you're coming from, but I can also see where it's like, I like the world building of the sequels, too. But maybe
sure, like, it's fun. Like, it's fun in concept, but my point is that, like, it's not like they're giving us original IP that's incredible. Like, the reason I was okay with Toy Story 4 was because Coco had just come out. Like, you know, like Finding Nemo 2 had just come out. And Finding Nemo 2 isn't as good as the first, but it's a fun, good movie. Yeah, and, like, I think that 3 movies should be the max. And so, like, I can respect Incredibles being, like, here's the 3rd one. Because, like, okay, you didn't end the best note with 2. If you give us an original... But here's the thing, Brad Bird isn't returning to direct. Like, and that doesn't scare me, but that's, like, that sucks. Because Brad Bird is the guy who created this entire world. I just want the same creative passion and excitement going into projects like it was back in the day. And, dude, you could see the creative excitement of Brad Bird when he did The Incredibles. You can see the creative excitement with Finding Nemo 1 and with WALL-E and with, like, Up. Like, these original stories. And it just, you just feel nothing. You feel nothing with movies like Elio or whatever it was. And the last actually good animated movie, in my opinion, is the what's it called? The robot one that, like, I love.
The robot one.
The love robot. The little giant. Robot. No, what is it? The Lonely Robot. The one that came out last year or the year before. What is it? What is that?
What is it called, actually?
What is that? I don't know if robot's even in it. Excuse us all, everybody. The Wild Robot.
Wild Robot, yes.
The Wild Robot was brilliant. That was the last animated movie that I've seen that was, like, truly incredible. And it was directed by Chris Sanders, who Disney used to have and own. Yeah. And he's the guy who created Lilo and Stitch. He's the guy who created How to Train Your Dragon. Like, so, like, get creative voices like that who are going to create original IP. The Wild Robot was awesome. Anyway, all that to say, Disney, figure it out. Hopefully Dana Waldron does a good job. Hopefully Josh D'Amaro does a good job. Because I feel like the parks has done a relatively good job besides the failure of the Star Wars world thing. But, like, I feel like the video game world stuff is awesome. Anyway, all right, moving on to the next thing. We spent a lot of time on that. We'll have time to play that one game. But all right, Wonder Man. We're going to dive into our reviews. First, I'm going to talk about the overall reception. Okay. Overall reception, critics like it. I think a lot of people hate it. It's kind of this in between of like a lot of people are like, there's aspects of this that are good, but we hate it, or we don't. We just think it could have been so much better. And then you have the critics who are like, ooh, this is like original and different and like all these things. I saw somebody saying that it's like FX made it, which like I can see that. Like FX, like it totally has an FX vibe.
Yeah.
This kind of like artistic kind of like, it feels like an A24 TV show. Mm-hmm. And so I think overall those have been the thoughts of like the general consensus of people is a lot of fans of the MCU hate it. Some probably kind of like it. And then you have the critics hate it. Yeah. But diving into our thoughts on it, let's start with our scores out of 10. Okay. All right, 3, 2, 1,
8,
7.
Damn it, man! I thought we were
we're relatively close. Let's just.
I'm a 7.5, 8. Yeah, I'll leave.
Let's just go straight into spoilers.
Okay, deal. Hey, all right. This is okay. Before we get into spoilers, if anyone is considering watching Wonder Man, I will say, if you are very much into shows for their story, their plot, and the Marvel things where it's like, it's more of a experience instead of just a big CGI battles, you will enjoy Wonder Man.
If you like a artistic, like it's funny. It's like the studio. Like it really is. It's 100%. Like the studio. 100%. If you like poking fun at Hollywood and you know enough about Hollywood, if you're somewhat of a cinephile or if you're just somewhat of a person, you would appreciate the show. Like you would like it. But if you're a big MCU head and you're like action, fight, all that, this is not for you.
Yeah, not for you.
And you don't honestly, like you could watch a recap on YouTube, but I don't feel like there's a ton of implications to the rest of the MCU either.
Now we're going into spoilers.
Great.
3, 2, 1. Spoilers! Okay. Dude. That scene where he destroys his mom's countertop in that kitchen because he got so mad. That was so cool.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. The effects are pretty sick.
We're back. My camera shut off. Okay.
You didn't have to include that. Was cut it. Okay, Wonder Man. The action, the special effects of Wonder Man, in my opinion, are pretty awesome. Like there's a few select moments that are awesome. Yes, when he destroys that thing, that's cool. And then the other moment when he's in the studio and he goes nuts and it shakes the entire atmosphere. Really cool. That stuff is cool. Let's talk directly about it. So like it has. I'll start with. Let's talk about the things that we like about it first.
Yeah, deal.
Okay, so I really like the first couple episodes. Mm-hmm. I started to lose. It is somewhat of a slow burn. And the thing for me was and maybe this was my expectations. I was expecting it to get bigger and more actiony. I was expecting it to get more rambunctious in its energy.
Interesting.
Rather than it being just strictly about this guy just getting the acting gig and them figuring out the acting stuff and them, like it just being kind of like this, just like dramedy. I was expecting it to get somewhere bigger. I think that sorry, I'm already going to critical stuff.
No, you're good.
No, but like the quality of the writing, the quality of the directing, the quality of the acting is great. Ben Kingsley is really likable. He's the most likable that he's been. Yeah. Because he's really endearing and he's really like he has a self-awareness and a thoughtfulness. I think that what's his name did a great job with his role. I forgot the lead actor's name. What was it?
His name's Yaya. I don't know his last name. No.
My brain goes yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's a sick name.
I think that's his name. I could be wrong.
All right, well let's just call him Yeah for now.
I'm just gonna call him Simon.
Great, yeah, we can call him Simon. Simon is the guy. The actor is great. Like he does a good job. What's interesting to me is like he really is like unlikable, and that was kind of an intentional choice. He is like a selfish kind of like actor who's like really and has never really had friends. He's really creative and introvert. Like it's just an interesting choice to commit to that. One that I kind of respect, but one that kind of shifts towards the end, and that's why it kind of not confused me, but tonally things shift towards the end that kind of made me think like, oh, this is interesting. but he's immensely insecure. And, like, they're okay with showing that. And that surprised me. Because that's, like, you usually want your characters to be, like, really beloved and really likable and all those things. And there's totally likable aspects of him. But he's immensely insecure, and, like, and that was an interesting choice. I think that the Doorman episode, the one that's, like, black and white, surprised me. It surprised me in the sense that, well, MCU's never done anything like that. It's immensely self-aware, and it's very like a allegory of, like, Hollywood. Or metaphor for Hollywood. And that was surprising. I didn't like it during it. I needed time to sit with it. The reason I didn't like it during it, because I was just like, what is this? I was like, what is this whole thing? Like, I was thinking it would be shorter. Yeah. And I do think that some of the jokes were kind of on the nose. Like, I think Josh Gad is funny, and I think that his inclusion of all that stuff was funny.
It's really funny, actually. It was they're like, Olaf,
the Frozen,
in there.
Yeah, totally. And I thought that was, like, funny, but I felt like you could have had a more poignant thing. But I feel like everything being on the nose was just it being like, we're making fun of this, and it's like, okay, like, we got it. But I think that the actor who played the Doorman is really great. He's cool. He's really likable. He's really endearing, and when he's like rising up to stardom and he's excited, but he still kind of has some humility. And then he's announcing his apology because the product that he sells isn't good. And then he ends up killing Josh Gad, which is hilarious. Like, is funny. Like, that is a funny moment. But it is just like it's just MCU's never done anything like it. Yeah. And so I just was like, oh, this was like actually like a really thoughtful episode. And then it's like, oh, it correlates to the rest of the show, which I was like, okay, good. This is connected. Because this is a Doorman clause. If people find out that he has powers, you immediately are like on the side of him to be like, oh man, you don't want people to find out he has powers.
No, not on the side. And I don't know. Well, actually, I felt like you finished your pros first.
Yeah. I know it's so hard for me because the more the show went on, the more I wrestled with the negatives.
Got you.
Like the next episode, I did not like. I didn't like the recording thing and the first bit of action we got. It's like that. But I do think that the Hollywood stuff, the reporter, I think the way Ben Kingsley at the end, the way that his character like sells or takes the blame for is great. It's a great moment.
Bringing the Mandarin back.
Yeah, bringing the Mandarin is back is fun, and I'm glad that they didn't like that the CIA character didn't like be like, hey, oh, you are a bad guy. He was like, hey, I'm still keeping my eyes on Simon. Like, I like that moment because that's important for the show because it shows that there's competence. This guy's an idiot. He just wants the pat on the back and he wants the promotion. And so that's why he's like, hey, I'm keeping an eye on Simon still. But, like, there is a little bit of, like, and the Mandarin's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Which is great. Like, he's a really likable character. And I liked everything happening in the last episode. Like, I love, what's his name? The guy from The Matrix, Don Mazzaiani, whatever, playing, he ends up playing,
who is it?
It's the guy from The Matrix who's bald, who's in the second episode, who's like he's at the end, he's Don Manzioni. Let me pull it up, read it. I'm so bad with names. I
know, and I can't picture it. I can't put it together in my head.
I got it right here. Joe Pantoliano.
Oh, yeah, Pantolino. Joe Pantolino's house.
That's a joke. Yeah. That's a really good joke at the end, that he's playing, what's his name, Big B at the end. That he takes his role again. So that's a funny moment. Like, that's like, okay, that's great. And then I really like the warmness and the intentionalness of Elio, Simon's character, when he's researching the next role with what's his name? The guy who works at the prison. Like, I think that all that stuff is like, oh, this is like warm, but I didn't know where it was going. But I appreciated that kind of stuff. So yeah, those main things for me were I enjoyed aspects of this show. But I'll save my critiques and stuff for after your good thoughts.
For me, I mean, one of the reasons I didn't like rate it so crazy like high, if that makes, or sorry, one of the reasons I did rate it so crazy high was because I didn't expect it to be like an Avengers level threat. I didn't expect it to be like there's going to be a big fight at the end, stuff like that. Because going into the first and second episodes when I first watched them, I was like, oh, it gives me like buddy cop vibes. Simon and Trevor Slattery, like, they bump into each other, and now they're going on this bumbling adventure to become Wonder Man. And, I don't know, but Yahya, his acting, and, like, I saw a really good, I was watching a good breakdown of what, like, for Wonder Man, like, for when it was becoming, like, an actor, like, is so good at acting that he's literally playing another actor. That's, like, he's going through the struggles, the rises, the successes of everything like that. And, like, one of the episodes that kind of really resonated that for me was when they were at the family's house. And, it's tough. Like, his brother was literally crapping on him. And just basically making him feel like crap. And it's like...
And the mom is really sweet.
Yeah, the mom is so sweet. And, like, that's kind of the part in the show still where Trevor was, like, still trying to figure out information. And, like, he doesn't want to go back to jail. So it's like his true intentions weren't shown. But it's like, I don't know. And those pivotal types of moments in that show, it really reflected how much I just love I love a good buddy cop thing. Like, I love just seeing a good duo come through. And, I mean, they're honestly one of the best duos in the MCU, if I'm being 100% honest. Trevor and Simon. And, I mean, I could see them going super far after that show. But, man, it's kind of hard to just pinpoint my thoughts because it's like, it doesn't really even feel like a MCU show, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like how Gotham felt to me. Like, yeah, it's tied in with Batman, but it's not Batman. And, I don't know. I just really love the energy, and I love just, like, how much it just made me feel like I can just sit down, bust out 8 episodes of that in 30 minutes a piece, and just, like, thoroughly enjoy it throughout it. I think if it was any longer, sorry, that's a critique, but I'll get into that later. But with the show, the pacing was really, really good. I know I don't really agree with you on how the episodes, like, kind of got worse. I think it was just kind of an even spread for me, if that makes sense.
Sure, I can see that.
Yeah, after the Doorman, I was like, yo, this is getting crazy. Like, they're doing some crazy stuff. And, like, seeing Roxxon, it made me think about, like, oh, that's what happened to Cloak. And that's why Cloak is doing this thing. And it's, I don't know. I was just thoroughly excited, but I didn't set my expectations too high for this, if that makes sense.
Sure. I mean, my expectations were relatively low. I mean, we can start stepping into critiques.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
I think Doorman is a great episode because it's like, oh, this is original. Like, it's a story. Again, it feels a little on the nose, but, like, okay. Episode 4 to me sucked, but episode 5 and 6 I think returns to, like, a relatively good quality. Yeah. I think that there's aspects of the ending and there's aspects of the episode right before the ending that are great. Like, there's really good moments. I think that, Simon finding out that he was betrayed by Big B's character, whatever his name is.
Joe Pantoliano.
No. The guy who plays Ben Kingsley.
Trevor
what's his name?
Trevor Slattery.
Trevor.
Yes.
I think that him finding out Trevor betrayed him is a good moment, but it's so hard for me in those moments because it's just like, Trevor, you know that he's going to freak out. Like, you need to be like, listen, I am so sorry, but you have to understand, like, as we've gotten to know each other, like, I was going to be sent to prison. Like, talk to him, have a conversation with him. Instead, he just lets him go, and he knows that he's going to freak out, and he does. And that last sequence is awesome, where it's like on his face, and then the whole entire like studio.
It was really cool. I was like, I was really, when they showed Wonder Man's powers at first, where it was like just the building shaking and all that stuff, and then
the water droplets.
It was like, I could tell that they're gonna make him really crazy with these, because he's gonna be in Doomsday. He's gonna be in Secret Wars.
Yeah, but here's like he in some ways he feels like Captain Marvel. One thing I don't understand is that, like, what are his powers?
Yeah.
Like, they don't explain that at all. They don't go into it at all. They don't explain how he got his powers, and they don't explain what he's able to do and how he's able to do these things. And so, and if he has control over them, which it shows that he doesn't have control of them. And so that's like, that leads to one of my biggest critiques of the entire show is the ending. Is him going into the prison and him going, like, breaking Trevor out and then flying.
That was a crazy scene, though.
It's a cool scene, but it's like, what? Like, he can fly, and he knows he can fly, and, like, is he throwing away his acting career because of this? And, like, do they know? Do they see him? Do they understand? Like, what's his name knows who it is? Are they going to need proof?
Yeah,
like, all those things. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. It's just like, it makes, like, I get him wanting to break Trevor out. Like, I respect that. I get him, like, he pays the police officer money to, like, or whatever, the security guy, to, like, he could just retire. But all this to say, like, I don't understand. Like, it just felt so like, wait, what? Like, this guy can't control his powers the entire time. And he's also never open about what his powers are.
No, not at all.
Like, he has the hole in the wall, and at the end of the second episode, and Trevor, like, looks at him, and then they're talking about the pizza. But it's like, but, like, what's his name doesn't have this kind of, like, I know what I'm capable, like, fully know what I'm capable of. Yeah. There's the bit of action in episode 4, which is, like, fine. That's the only action in the entire season. Sure. And again, that's not the biggest. And the reason, so what I mean by, like, I'm not expecting this to be an Avengers level threat.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I was expecting there to be some action, maybe a villain, maybe something. Yeah, and there was none of that. And so it just caught me off guard in that way. But to me, like, tonally, like, okay, you have this great tone about, like, making fun of your own MCU and making fun of Hollywood culture and all those things. Cool, got it. But then going into that final episode, you have this really warm, all this interaction with this security guard where he's with his family, and it's like, man, Trevor's really likable right now. Like, I really like, or Simon, you're really likable right now. Like he's really likable in this environment. And it seems like from that episode to the next episode, Trevor is just, or Simon's all of a sudden just a really likable, selfless human being. Like, he's not the selfish kind of in his head jerk he's been the entire time. It's like, now he's just a thoughtful, nice guy. And it's like, when did that happen? Like, did Hollywood fame and money just cause him to finally be at rest and be selfless and not be a selfish jerk anymore? Like, what shifted for him? Because if he's in the MCU, I'm like, he's not really a hero. Like, he's been immensely selfish the entire show. He didn't save anybody besides Simon at the end, but it was his fault in the first place. Like, it's like, okay, so cool. Now he's less selfish because he's covering Simon for taking the fall for him, or sorry, Trevor for taking the fall for him. But, like, the episode where they're acting and they go to the director's house and all that stuff, like, I think that stuff is fun. It's funny, but it's like, it just makes Simon feel like he's I don't know. You have I forgot how many episodes there were, but you have 6 episodes. There's 8. Okay, so you have 7 episodes of Simon being a relatively selfish kind of a jerk. And then you have 1 of him being, like, a kind, a 1
nice episode redemption arc.
And it's not even a redemption arc. It's just like, oh, he's, like, interviewing this person to be an actor. You think he's doing this role, and then you realize, oh, the role is... And then you realize, okay, he's going to the prison, the security guard, and, like, it's going to be... this. He's going to break it out. That's cool. He can fly? The
powers are the kind of thing where I also was, like... I was really glad that there was no fights once that scene happened, because I was like... Well, now I'm just wondering, what else is he gonna have, like, rocket boosters pop out of his back? Like, what's next?
It's Captain Marvel-y. Yeah. And that's what's hard for me, is that it's like, that's frustrating. And also, like, that prison doesn't have, like, an air defense with all these, like, superhero villains. Like, do something cool where a missile goes and flies and hits them. But anyway, and he has to, like, dodge it, or he has to, like, grab it midair and throw it. Like, I don't know what his power level is.
Yeah, I was saying,
and that's hard for me.
That's the tone of the show they wanted. I think they just wanted it to be a goofy buddy cop, actor-y, something small.
And I can respect that. I really can. I can respect that. But it's a 7 for me because I don't know what the implications for the rest of the MCU are.
Okay.
For pure entertainment value, it's good, but it's not, like, amazing. Like, I would rather watch the studio than this. Like, the studio is a 9 to me. To me, like, the level of quality and all those things is there. This is like, okay, this is like Marvel's attempt to do something more thoughtful and heartfelt, but it doesn't have the same the same punch that, like, Thunderbolts has. You know? Yeah, Thunderbolts. And to me, even Fantastic Four packed enough of a punch because there were specific moments where I was like, man, I really feel this. Like, I really like the arguments between Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. I really like the moment where Invisible Woman goes out and talks to everybody holding her baby. Like, that's a really sweet, good, well-written moment. And this show, to me, one, I'm not, like, a huge Simon fan because, again, he's been a selfish kind of a jerk this entire time. And he's had these powers, and he's putting people in danger consistently because he can't control his emotions. And it's like, also, they don't explain did they ever fully explain how his dad passed away?
No, I don't think so. Like, I was kind of hoping they would, like...
I was hoping Simon accidentally killed him.
Yeah, in the kitchen fire or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of waiting for.
Because then it makes sense his brother's a jerk to him.
Yeah, and I wanted them to develop on that more, but it was just sort of, like, open-ended, if that makes sense. Like, there wasn't a lot of... extra stuff after that.
Sure, I think that's kind of the issue though to me. Like that, like, and so anyway, all this to say, like, it's a solid movie. It's a solid, like, I appreciate it for what it is. Yeah, solid show. But I think in the end, it's like I just don't. It's not going to stay with me.
Yeah,
like Fantastic Four has kind of stayed with me, and Thunderbolts has definitely stayed with me.
For me, one of the reasons, and I'm giving it an 8, and I'm not giving it any higher, and I'd even dip down to a 7.5 for some moments, but I think it is another showing of the MCU continuously stepping in the right direction. Like Destin Daniel Cretton, like this gets me so hyped for his Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
because he gave me 8 episodes of a dude I've never seen before ever, and it was a really good. It's a good story. I like it. Is there plot holes? Sure. Is there some mistakes? Like where it's like, yeah, he could fly at the end. Yeah, we don't know what his power level is.
Sure, those aren't major.
Like exactly, but it's like it's small stuff that it's like I can look past that to like still thoroughly enjoy what the plot line of this one season was. Because who knows if we'll even get any more of this show
or Wonder Man. I'm curious if he's going to be back.
But like I think it was a showcase for what Destin Daniel Cretton.
That's a great point. That's a great point. I think that his level of because he already proved he can do action. Like Shang-Chi, he proved he can do action. But you're 100% right. I think that him flexing his intimate chops, his intimate kind of like of just relational kind of like
well-rounded,
warm chops of like I can make an entertaining product that isn't action based, which makes you think that the scenes between Tom Holland and MJ or Sadie Sink's new character could be if she's Gwen, could be really great. You're right, and that's a great point. And honestly, props to the MCU for making a product like this. Yeah. That is like, hey, we're gonna make something that's really like meta, that's making fun of us, and also making fun of movies and Hollywood in general, that doesn't have action and that doesn't have major implications to the rest of the MCU. Yeah. I respect him for that. And honestly, that's probably what pushes it to me from a 6 to a 7. Because to me, like, the quality of the show itself is like good. It's well directed. The animation and the action is good. Like, not the action, but like the effects when he has his powers.
Yeah, the visual effects of like seeing what he can do. Yeah,
I think the writing is the weakest part of it still in some regard because of like, are we supposed to not like Simon? You know, like I like Simon and Trevor. You like that dynamic.
You stand with him, the main character.
But it's like you're also a pretty selfish, just like actor. But like this is about following your dreams, and maybe you have to be that way. And being like the black sheep of like your friend group or your family is difficult. Like I can respect those things, but if this is going to be a hero that I want to get behind, I need to see more of that selfless energy and heart. And maybe you get an aspect of that in the last episode, so there's enough there. Also, Destin, I think, directed the first couple episodes. I wouldn't be surprised if he had to like go and focus on Spider-Man, and because all the other episodes are directed by other people. So, but all this to say, it's a solid show. I respect the MCU for doing it. I think it's good. Like I think it's better than like a lot of the other shows that they've done. I'm one of the few Moon Knight defenders. I think Moon Knight is great.
Moon Knight is awesome.
Moon Knight's ending.
Moon Knight so much.
I don't get it either. Moon Knight's ending to me is pretty weak, but I think that him dealing with his trauma and the visual storytelling of all that is really interesting. Yeah, and I just wish that there was a little bit more of like what's happening when he blacks out. That kind of stuff is cool. I'm curious if he'll be back, but I love Oscar Isaac. I'm sure
they will. I was about to say Oscar Isaac's the dog.
Yeah, he's honestly, really a really sick standalone movie could revive him. So
that's what I'm saying.
We'll see what happens. But all that to say, honestly, we're pushing past 60 minutes here. So honestly, I think we should save the games for next week.
We'll save the games for next week. Next week we'll do games. Sorry about the technical difficulties with the cut, but very, very stoked. All in all, I'd say Wonder Man was a wonder.
So stupid.
But what are you watching? What are you playing, Matthew?
So I'm still playing Elden Ring. Nice. I'm on a boss right now that's really hard to beat. It's frustrating. Yep. But I might go and build my guy up more. I might go do go get some more health and stuff like that. But my character is a lot of fun. Dual wielding bleed build.
Nice.
I'm having fun investing into that. Still watching The Chosen. Still cry every episode. It's so good. And then what am I playing anything else? NBA. I already talked about that. Yeah. Madden. I'm actually off Madden for now because the NFL season's kind of over. Super Bowl. And then, is there anything else? I don't know. There's a couple. There's other shows I want to watch. I need to finish Andor. I need to finish a couple other things. But Wonder Man was my main dedication. I kind of binged it over a couple days. What are you watching and playing?
Me right now, I'm rewatching the MCU. Because I did a solo TikTok series where I was rewatching the MCU. Yeah. And I want to bring that back. What
are you at?
Also, I finished Iron Man 2. So I'm now on... I'm trying to remember the timeline. I don't know the next movie in the timeline. But I think it's... Wait. No, yeah, I do. Because it goes...
Age of Ultron?
Iron Man 1.
No, it's not.
Iron Man 1.
It's Avengers.
Is Avengers after Iron Man 2? No.
Yeah, Iron Man 2 came out before Avengers 1.
Thor, because I haven't seen Thor 1 yet. So
Iron Man 1, Captain America, Thor 1. I think it's Iron Man 2, and then it's Avengers.
Is it really? I'll have to check. I'm pulling it up right now just to live fact check.
There's no Hulk movie. There's
a Hulk movie, The Incredible Hulk.
No, I know, but like that doesn't really count. It kind of does, but it doesn't really.
I mean, it's technically MCU canon, so that's what I will say, because Tony Stark is also...
That's true, and William Hurt is in it.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Guys, you are finding out live now where I'm at in the MCU timeline. Let me see. It is... Oh, Tron Ares is on Disney+. That movie sucked.
I never saw it. I didn't care. Good soundtrack, though. Good soundtrack.
Yeah, great soundtrack.
I love Nine Inch Nails.
Okay, yeah, no, so I am on Thor 1 now. So it goes Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, and then I have Thor, Cap, and then Avengers. Yes, because remember at the end of Captain America, that's where it teases the Avengers trailer.
Exciting.
I remember that. Exciting. Another.
Yes. You know what's nuts? I've never seen Thor 1.
What the hell?
I know. I think I saw it on FX. I saw bits and pieces of it. I never fully watched it.
Why? It's so good.
It's fine. It's
not a bad movie.
Iron Man 1 and Captain America 1 are, to me, are the two best of the original.
Thor 1
I don't diss Thor 1. I just think it's fine. I think it's a 7. Anyway, who do you got in the Super Bowl?
Who I got in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Bad Bunny. Bonito Bowl.
I'm out.
Seahawks. Sam Darnold.
I don't speak Spanish.
Winning the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold's winning the Super Bowl because Sam Darnold has been called the backup QB all his life.
Yeah.
He is going to absolutely dominate.
Let's hope it's a good game.
And the Seahawks are going to dog walk those.
I could see that, and that sucks because you just want it to be a fun game.
Yeah, I don't even care. I'm waiting till the score hits 40 again, and then I'm turning it off.
I just don't want it to be a blowout.
Until Bad Bunny comes on. No.
I don't want it to be a blowout at halftime. I just don't want that. Because then you're just kind of like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm here for the commercials.
If it's a blowout, then just know that I'm gonna have my back blown out with some nachos on the couch.
Nachos,
and I'm gonna watch Bad Bunny Bonito Bowl.
I'm gonna be on my phone waiting for the commercials to come back. I'll be curious. I'm curious.
You're gonna be playing the Super Bowl.
I'm curious because I'm curious to see what because it's all Spanish, right? So I'm like, I don't know these songs well. I know it's going to be catchy, but I'm really curious what visually he does.
Oh, he's going to kill it. Bro, he just won Album of the Year in the Grammys.
Yeah, whatever.
Dude, listen to TTV Perduto.
The Grammys is a popularity contest. It's bullcrap. That's true. It's stupid. I don't even really like the Oscars anymore either. No, there's too many Oscars and Grammys and Emmys where I'm like, this is stupid. Why did this win? Anyway,
we should do the PERMABANTEs.
That'd be fun, honestly. That would be fun. We should have an award show. That would be fun to talk about.
And then we can have our award winners as guests. Oh my God, Destin Daniel Craig!
Destin Daniel Craig!
Destin Daniel Craig! Hey!
Destin Daniel Craig!
It's so wonderful to see you!
All right,
guys. Well, that's another episode. Thank you guys for popping out, showing out. Next week, we're going to be back. Next week, we're going to be back with some games. Some cool stuff. We're getting closer and closer to Requiem, so we're going to keep celebrating that.
Yes!
And me and Matt are going to kiss right now.
We're 22 days away from Requiem, baby. Okay. 22 days away from Requiem.
Ooh, wait, say it again?
22 days away from Requiem.
Yeah! Okay, I love you all. We love you all. We'll see you later. Bye!